A terrorist has to get it right just once. But our police and intelligence must get it right every single time. And most days they do, silently, without credit and without headlines. Tonight's story is about the blast near Delhi's Red Fort and the unseen race where our agencies sprint every day to stop threats we may never even hear about. On Monday evening at about 6:52 p.m., a slow-moving Hyundai i20 stopped at a red light near the Red Fort metro station, gate number 1, and then came the explosion. 13 people have died. Here is the twist that raises serious questions. This Hyundai i20 appears to have changed hands multiple times without clean paperwork, leaving a confusing ownership trail. One version of the chain starts with a man named Sarmad and ends with a buyer named Tariq from Pulwama, Kashmir, with brokers and informal transfers in between and no RC update. Officials suspect these multiple informal resales were not random. They may have been deliberate moves to muddy the trail and hide the final handlers of the car. This is why police are now combing through the chassis numbers, insurance data, and even possible document cloning to verify every step in the car's journey. Parallel raids in Faridabad exposed a white-collar terror module anchored around doctors linked to Al Falah University. Police seized approximately 2,900 kgs of explosive and inflammable materials across rooms rented by a Kashmiri doctor. Detentions included doctors from Kashmir and Uttar Pradesh, with one woman doctor from Lucknow flagged for specific logistical tasks, underscoring how professional credentials masked a covert supply chain. Officials say the network showed links to Jaish-e-Mohammed and Ansar Ghazwatul Hind, suggesting trans-state coordination, encrypted communication, and technical division of work. This is a grim possibility, now under investigation. This may have been a suicide bombing, with the suspected driver detonating after the Faridabad module was busted and escape routes closed. Reports name a Pulwama-born doctor, Muhammad Umar, as a key suspect, possibly driving the car. Link the dots. Arrests in Faridabad, a huge haul of materials, and then a car that moved, waited, and exploded in Old Delhi's high-security zone. That pressure, raids, seizures, and arrests can force desperate timelines, turning a larger plot into a rushed detonation that, as horrific as it may have prevented something even more worse. Which means the plot may have been something more sinister, a bigger target with a massive attack. But with the busting of the terror module, the terrorists may have come under panic. Now comes the unsettling idea: white-collar radicalization. Educated professionals, including doctors and engineers, allegedly co-opted for logistics, concealment, and execution. This case has put medical professionals and university links under the scanner, reminding us that degrees and day jobs can be used as cover, not as safeguards. The global playbook security studies have long documented suicide-style tactics and indoctrination by transnational terror networks. The process is psychological as much as logistical, isolating recruits, feeding grievance, promising glory until a human being becomes the delivery system for an idea. That is why early intervention and counter-radicalization programs matter as much as raids and arrests. They break the story inside the mind before it hits the street. Now imagine, what if the car's paper trail tells a clearer story than the wreckage? Who touched it? Who held it? and who walked away just in time. One of the most dangerous things about this attack isn't the blast, but the idea that the next operative could be wearing a white coat by day. What if the quietest heroes are the analysts watching 1,000 hours of video to find that one face that doesn't fit? Most plots don't make the news because they are stopped in the shadows by people who will never be named, while one strike grabs headlines. The Red Fort blast is a grim reminder of that asymmetry, and also a reminder that swift disruption, like Faridabad, can shrink a catastrophe into a smaller tragedy. Vigilance saves lives, but so does patience. Let science, not noise, decide what really happened and who exactly made it happen. A terrorist needs one successful attempt. Our forces need to be perfect every day, and most days they are, even when no one is watching. Stay alert, trust verified updates, and remember that while one car burned in Old Delhi, thousands of quiet safeguards across India held firm. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe to our channel. Thank you.